Attention messy TikTokers. Please follow on Rumble for more messy TikTok news. YouTube will remove this page for community guideline violations after one more strike. The link is in the description.
What people say, and never once did we say that we have formed an alliance or whatever you want to call it. Never once did we say we came together to stop other people, which is just so weird to me that so many people have taken it that way, though. So many people have decided that that's what we came to do. And I really think it's because that's what people want to see. Because I know, even if you heard a creator say, we may block somebody. Y'all, it's only 14, 12 of us. I don't know, because some people have left. 12 of us blocking you, even if that was the case, ain't gonna stop no motion. Ain't gonna stop no motion for you. I mean, it really not. And it's really interesting. Yeah, the TikTok and Naughty. Yeah, I heard about that. Don't worry, Mama Me. I got it. Trust me, I've seen that. And it's like, not one of us have said that we were going to do that. So let me show you, because I know what she's talking about. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I can find it. This, okay? This is what, what's his name? TV Head put together on his platform. He's like, Slim wasn't wrong. I don't know what. Child, I really, at this point, don't know what people are thinking. We never once said that we were going to actively battle against people. We never once said that we were going to do certain things. There are certain people who are on this app who are just extremely, extremely dangerous. But if you want to have them on your platform, by all means, go ahead. Some of us have already learned from our past mistakes that these people aren't worth having on our platform. I just think it's so interesting that everybody has come to, these people are like, y'all just want to stop certain people. What about the smaller creators? It's crazy because not once did we say that we were going to go against smaller creators. Smaller creators are fair game. You have to understand, when we streamed that first meeting, there's obviously a lot of people with big egos. Obviously, some warranted, some not. OK, a lot of things came out that people said wrong. I know a lot of people took offense with something that Genty had said when he said he's like a Tom Cruise and whatever. Somebody said that. A lot of people took offense to that. I didn't take offense to that because I know how Genty is. Genty lets anybody and everybody up on his platform. Genty is one of the biggest shit talkers on TikTok. It's what he became famous for. He can read you. So yeah, he may have said, but I think people are purposely picking out what they want to hear and not allowing people to really show them what they're about. So this Talkminati stuff, getting paid for drama, nobody said not to get paid. However, one thing for me, I'm not trying to look up your daughter's school, where your daughter goes. These are the things that I'm concerned about on this app, that people are looking up people's kids. That's what bothers me. We also never said that if you engage somebody on TikTok, if somebody came up to me right now, came up on my panel right now and was like, AK, you are this, you are this, you are that, I reserve the right to say you the same thing. Now, am I going to go looking for where your kids go to school? No. Am I going to go looking for where you go to school or go to work? No. However, let's also clock something. If you are a dangerous person, I deem you to be dangerous. And let me also be clear. When I say dangerous, I mean this is somebody who is stalking people, outwardly have people home swatted, these little jabs back and forth. I don't consider that to be dangerous. I consider it to be, some of it to be tacky, but I don't consider it to be dangerous. And that's the thing. Genty wants to protect people. The individual he mentioned has doxed numerous. Exactly. And I think, but at the same time, Genty and I are right when he says that there has been a lot of people who will engage with those two people he mentioned, and then come to us, the larger creators, and say, hey, can you help me? And I'm going to drop names. Scola came and got my information, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how many times that I have told people, leave Scola alone. Girl, people will have that man in on their platform just because they get a little bit of numbers, and then when he flips it on them, whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police, whoop whoop. But then when he flips it on them, it's, oh, can you help me? Scola's after me. Can you help me? He got my parents' information. He calling my mama's house. That's why we tell y'all to not engage. Nobody's trying to tell you who to have on your platform, but at the same time, we are trying to warn you about certain people. Let me tell y'all something. There's no list of 120,000 people who we deem that is just toxic to TikTok. I know that's what people want. I'm telling you right now, there's no list like that. I'm telling you right now, there is no list where there's 100 people who just got on the list because they may have did a mama joke, or they may have said, who's in the casket joke. There's no list like that. We don't have that going on. Okay, we simply mentioned two, and I think very credible people you should not engage with. But if you decide to engage with them, simply do not bring it back to me. That's it. Simply do not bring it back to me. That's all we're saying. Can y'all tap the screen? Get us up to 10,000 likes. Come on now, y'all. Tap that screen. That's all we're saying. We're simply saying don't bring it back to us after we have told y'all. And listen, whether you have engaged with Scola or not, oftentimes when he's in someone's comments, your comment section is telling you, don't let that person up. Don't do this. Don't do that. Sometimes y'all have to take the initiative to do a quick research and go, okay, hold on. I like to think if you're in majority of our spaces, you already know who those people are. And so if you decide to engage because you want a little kickback on your platform, that's on you. That's simply on you. Now I'm going to wait till y'all get the likes up. And then I want to talk about Slim, because I think Slim is the biggest coward, the biggest joker of them all. And he knows this. Slim is an opportunist. Did we have our Zoom meeting? We did, Mercy. We did. We had our emergency Zoom meeting. And I thought it was very successful. Yeah, we tried to warn. Yeah. He always, one thing about people like Scola is he is, when somebody is truly dangerous, and we're not talking about people who put on a personality for TikTok. We're not talking about people like that. Hey, Michelle, we're not talking about people who put on a personality and just simply like, hey, I'm going to be a hard ass because that's what the type of person I am. We're talking about somebody who literally does have stalking charges, who's been to prison, who's been to all of these things, who has swatted people's homes. And I know a lot of people go, well, just because that's your experience doesn't mean that's going to be my experience. And you're 100% right. If you want to involve yourself in somebody where you literally have to kiss their ass and hope that they do not turn on you, baby, play with the devil, not me. You know what I'm saying? Play with the devil. You are more than welcome to play with him. I don't do that, though. I don't. If you think that this is, yes, hostile. If you think that that's what works for you, play with them. I hope y'all enjoy each other. I mean, there will come a time when you realize that was the biggest mistake. And it has happened to literally, let me tell y'all something. This man has done the same thing to not even just about to every single person he's engaged with. Every single person. Every single person that he has engaged with. You can go from the top of the list to the bottom, every single person. And it's really up to you whether or not you want to believe it. But, there's something like I can understand if somebody say, oh, this person never cussed me out, so I'll give them a chance. That's great. Give them that chance. Hey, not everybody's going to get cussed out the same way. But if you're relying on the fact, and I don't know why people like to play this game. If you swat one person, that's enough for me. Respectfully. If you swat one person, thank you, Officer K. If you swat one person, why would I think you wouldn't do it to me? Well, why would I think I'm better than Genty of getting swatted? Like, respectfully, I think people really put themselves like, oh, I'm better than that. You're not. Not to the person who's doing the swatting. You're not. If they did it to one person, they're going to do it. What is swatting? Swatting is when somebody calls the police in an emergency situation to your home and say something what it would require a large police presence. For example, if someone calls and says you have your children held at gunpoint, what does that mean? Somebody says you have barricaded yourself in your home and you have your children at gunpoint. What does that mean? You know darn well that's going to require a heavy ass police presence. The police are going to come barreling down your street thinking, and they have to react this way. They have to react that way because they don't know what's on the other side of that door. So if you could be playing video games, you could be sitting on the phone like I am right now, talking to you guys, but the person on the other end had called the police and said that this is what you are doing inside your home. And the police don't waste no time, as they should not. They will kick in your door and assume the worst until they can properly assess the situation. Exactly. Officer K police officers here telling you they cannot assume it's a prank. There has been people in real life, obviously, that have died behind that have been killed behind stuff like that. So when you have a man that is willing and knows that there are kids in the home and willing to do that to you, and he's done that to Genty about 4 or 5 times now, it's sad. So y'all have to understand. There's certain people I don't mess with on this app. I don't engage. I don't have time to play those little silly games because I got a 4-year-old going to be 5 in June, and I am 7 months pregnant. I'm not playing them games with you. If you want to have that person on your platform, that's great. Don't come to me, and I won't be in there. I won't be in your platform. And if you're looking for a way to keep me out of your platform, say less. I won't be there. Okay? It's always, are you having yeah, I believe so. Well, hopefully if you don't come early. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things where you do have to be careful. Now, let me talk about Slim. I think Slim and what he did is a complete joke. So if y'all haven't seen it, maybe you already have, Slim. I know, honey, I haven't signed out of the game. Don't worry about it. I'll sign out later, okay? We were playing Roblox. Anyways, what was I going to say? Slim. Yeah, I think what Slim did is a complete, with no Taurus. What I feel like Slim did is a complete coward move. When he joined in on the meeting the very first time, Slim was not about to engage and be a thoughtful person for the group. He never was. He came in looking for his own agenda, and I truly believe that. As soon as the meeting started, we voted. First of all, we had a vote on whether or not we were going to stream the first meeting. Slim said, "Oh, I don't know about that. No, let's not stream it." Then turned around when we voted again and said, "Okay, you know what? Let's stream the live. Let's stream the meeting, the first meeting." As soon as the meeting started where it was being streamed, he jumped into my live stream. He was kicked back on screen. Let me see. Because I think I have a photo. Let me see if I can find it. Do I have a photo? I thought I did. I may have it on my other phone. Oh, I think I was on my other phone at that time. He was kicked back, smoking, drinking, doing whatever he was. He was never fully engaged in that meeting. Hey Rhonda, he purposely did what he wanted to do, and as soon as the meeting ended, first of all, he was cracking jokes in my comment section, all of that. As soon as the meeting ended, he went live and started just going off about everybody in there. And I find that interesting because he didn't have those words. He didn't say anything. Now it's, oh, I was nervous. I was this, I was that. No, you weren't. Let me tell y'all something about Slim, because I could tell somebody's personality. I work in human resources. I can pretty much understand your personality when you're talking to me, whether it's through an interview process or whether you're in trouble or whether I'm trying to help you with something. I understand somebody's personality very, very quickly. In human resources, you have to understand people's personality. Very quickly, you assess. Slim is the type of person who likes to start trouble, but want it to be seen as though he is not the person who's starting it. He wants to seem as though he's trying to be the defender, the protector, but also the victim at the same time. So he was in my comment section. He was testing the waters of the meeting. He was trying to get the feedback of what other people thought about the meeting, then went on his live, put it on sub only, and started to talk poorly about the meeting. Slim is a chameleon. Let me repeat myself. Slim is a chameleon. I don't think he's a very good chameleon, but he is a chameleon. He likes to do what the popular vote says, because that's what he thinks is going to push his platform. He is a chameleon. Now, earlier this morning, he was over in Diamond's live apologizing to her because now he needs a new home, apologizing to her, saying he should have never went to the app and complained about her, but he protected her. Here's why he did that. And I want y'all to clock something. He's still there? I want y'all to clock something. Notice how when Slim had an issue with Diamond, he never took that issue to a low blow. He only talked about her on her platform level. Slim always knew that he was going to slither himself right back into the graces of Diamond, because Diamond is the type of person who likes drama. She lets anybody on her platform. You can wrong Diamond, and the next day she'll let you back up because she knows that's what her comments and her panels will want. Because, we cool, I would never let nobody because I loved you so much. No, he didn't love her so much. He knew that he needed to get back on her good graces, and he needed her followers to accept him better. What is your following will accept? Her following will accept you better if you could argue with her, argue about her, but you never drag her on a personal level. And you don't show things that would make her in a bad light. So truthfully, when he slithered back, he was able to be, my Slim voice hilarious, he was able to get back there because people can't say that Slim woke up and talked about her wig, her edges, her this. He didn't drag her for filth. He dragged the situation. Hey, Fake Polly. He dragged the situation. He just told her he got more numbers than her. But see, that's not going to affect her the same way as dragging her about her wig, the car she drive, whether or not she slept with Mr. or whether or not she was in her bra and panties with Mr. Incredible. That kind of shit will drag her. So when Slim tells y'all he knows how to play people, what Slim is telling you, he's a chameleon. He knows how to blend in to a situation. Good morning. Thank you. Can y'all get me up to 20,000 likes? He know how to blend into a situation. That's why Slim didn't drag her. It's this whole, I'm loyal, I don't drag people. Baby, you cannot be loyal to somebody you have never met on this app. I don't care who it is. If it ain't a family member, and I mean, y'all ain't talking on the back end daily, okay? Because there are a group of people that I talk to who I would rather get off this app than drag them. Listen to me. There are a group of people who I will rather clock out of this app and say I'll never get back on this app again than drag them on a personal level or anything like that. You will never see me go against certain people publicly, because I have developed a relationship with them that I would never get on this app and do that. The moment you decide that you have a simple disagreement, and you turn that phone on and you go live, there was never, that loyalty was never truly there. And people keep this word loyalty. This guy, oh, I got this tattooed on my neck, baby. Y'all got boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, ex-baby mamas tattooed on your neck too. And that don't mean they still in your life, and they ain't still your boyfriend and your husband, okay? So this whole, just because you got something tattooed and that's how you rock, and that's how you brand yourself, please. My brother got loyalty tattooed on his neck, and I don't talk to that motherfucker at all. Okay, but he got family over everything, but I don't talk to that motherfucker at all. Believe you me, because it's not family over everything. Not always. People, let me tell you, the people who tattoo that shit the most are the people you cannot trust the most. Believe you me. The people who have that tattooed on them are the ones you cannot trust the most. So I don't want to hear all of that. This people think because y'all brand yourself something that means something. And it don't. It really don't. So I find Slim to be a chameleon. Now he's over talking. Now he's at Diamond's Live talking negatively about the group, about the mission, about what now he's feeding into what everybody else is saying about the group, because that's what chameleons do. Now he's trying to blend into his surroundings. That's interesting because Slim never said that when he was a part of the group. But now that he wants to blend into his surroundings, it's F the group, F the mission. They really want to do this. This is what I believe they want to do. This is what you ain't say that before, but now it's F the group because you want to blend in. You want to be accepted on Diamond's page. And that's what you want to do. And hey, that's cool. But just, you're not a very good chameleon. You're just not. You're not a very good chameleon. We can see, a lot of people can see what Slim is doing. Now, other people choose to be blind to it because, when you get people agreeing with your opinion, a lot of people don't care. Slim's agreeing with their opinion. So they're like, yeah, you're right. No, Dub, no new topics, baby. But you can mute. Bye. Don't tell me what to do. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's clear. It's not Nene. The thing is, it's not even about a backbone, because Slim don't want a backbone. Because if you have a backbone, you stand for something. Slim wants to be a chameleon. He wants to blend into certain spaces. Because this whole apology, oh, Diamond, I'm sorry, baby, excuse me. He knew he was going to run that apology tour right back. And that's why he didn't drag her at all. He knew he was going to run that apology tour. Hey, Janine. He knew he was going to do that. It's almost like wearing camo with a high visibility yellow jacket. There you go, Misty. Okay. Slim is just not a very good chameleon. He blends in for a second, but y'all, you can pick it up. If you really watch the way Slim moves, you can pick it up very, very quickly. Kev over there they're now defending the group. Yeah, great. I'm glad Kev is over there, but he kind of did drag her. Not the way that people have dragged her in the past. What he said was, I don't like the Cash App reads. Okay, he was like, I don't like the Cash App reads. And that's cool. That's cool. Don't like the Cash App reads. You know what I'm saying? But he just kept talking about her business. Exactly. He's like, it's business. It's business. So many people were dragging her on his behalf. Exactly. The secondhand embarrassment is eating me up. It's just, it's crazy. But if you guys notice, one of the things that Diamond is very good about, she's good with sitting back and letting people do the work for her, which I must commend her on. Because in order to elicit so many people to believe that they must defend you, you have to have a certain je ne sais quoi about you. You have to have a certain that one thing about you. You have that energy. The great thing about Diamond is she's able to sit back and she's able to let people come up, and she won't say it. They'll say it for her, and then she'll say, well, I don't really even have any issue with that. Like, for example, I'll give you guys the best example that I can think of right now. When Diamond when Diamond decided not to join the meeting, right, to be a part of the first meeting, when she decided not to do that, she didn't say anything. She said, like, in the morning, she said, yeah, I just don't want to do it. And then everybody, 20,000 people came up to her on her platform and was like, Diamond don't want to be a part of that meeting because that meeting is going to be nothing but a bunch of people. And another person, Diamond don't want to be a part of that meeting because it's never going to change. Nothing's going to change. And Diamond didn't have to say a thing. Diamond sat back. Other people came up and said it all for her. When it comes to, like, for example, another example, when people change topics on her platform and people get into an argument, she never stops it unless she wants to read a Cash App. She never stops it unless she wants to read a Cash App because she's paid. At that point, you have paid her to do something. Think about everything that Diamond does, every move that she makes. She's very robotic in how she does things. She's paid to move. She's paid to do that. Let's go with the Cash App, or let's go with the, with the hearts. Let's go, Glock. Let's go. She's very robotic. It's like putting a coin in a machine. She will not do anything unless you put the coin and hit play. And how do you hit play with Diamond? She's very NPC. How do you hit play with Diamond? You send her a gift. You send her a Cash App. That's the only time she makes a suggestion, she moves, or anything like that. It's very, very systematic, but it works. And I will never, and listen to me, I will never take that away from her. It works. She can get up at 6 a.m. every morning and do her show because it works. We as humans, we like to feel as though we are a part of something. And most of us, if we feel like because a lot of people put themselves in Diamond's shoes. If you put yourself in Diamond's shoes, you can defend her. You can go to other platforms to do that. And she will enjoy that because she never has to defend herself. Now, the only time Diamond defends herself is when there's a direct correlation to her own actions. For example, Mr. Incredible and her, right? There's this supposed photo of her in her bra and panties on a Zoom call or whatever they say, Google Meet call, because he doesn't have both of them, I think, have Android. So it must have been a Google Meet. And this supposed photo of her screenshot of her in her bra and panties talking to this guy. Now, several people have come forward to say that they have heard about the photo, meaning the man, Mr. Incredible, has told other people that there was a photo. Why is Diamond, who never moves unless you pay her to move, is going from platform to platform? She was on Bella's platform last night or yesterday, trying to figure out if this photo is real or not. One thing about me, not one random person can come up here and say they got a photo of me and me sit there and defend myself for 5-6 hours. It will never happen. Either you got one or I know you don't. You understand me? Because why are you saying to people, well, who seen it? Who seen it? Well, pull it up, baby. If I ain't robbed the bank, you ain't gonna see me on no security footage, so you can go ahead and play that bitch. If I wasn't there, if I tell you right now I wasn't there, so go ahead, play it. And I'm leaving after that. Like, what? If somebody said, AK, you robbed the bank on Detroit, on 8 Mile Road, we got a photo of you robbing the bank, and I know on Sunday, and I know I wasn't there, baby, I'm gonna let y'all have it. Go ahead, eat that up. What am I defending myself for? I would never. If you ask me, AK, did you rob the bank on 8 Mile in Detroit, 8 Mile in DeQuinder? I don't recall. Baby, it's a yes or no question. I don't recall is wild. I don't recall is used in court settings. She said a year ago was a long time, but she don't want to tell all starting 3 years ago, baby. Right. That's how but that's going to get people in, though. I don't blame her. One thing about Diamond is she knows how to work her audience. And there's a lesson to be learned about manipulation. Thank you for the hand heart, Fake Polly. There's a lesson to be learned about manipulation. Manipulating your audience can be a good thing and a bad thing. We all manipulate our audience in some way, shape, or form. For example, when I came on, I said, get me to 10,000 likes. And that's a part of that is manipulation. Get me to 10,000 likes. Now, and if I said, I'm going to turn off these comments if y'all don't get me to 100 likes, that's a part of manipulation. I'm feeling good. That's a part of manipulation. You're trying to get your audience to do something they may not normally do if you don't get your input in there, if you don't push them to. For the hand you need for the heart cloud or the heart puff. And there's certain tactics you must use in order to get that. So I have no issue with that. But what I do have an issue with is when you never give your actual opinion, but you allow others to give your opinion for you, so you can always fall back and say, I didn't say that. That's what Glock said. That's what Chastity said. That's what Slim said. That whoever be on her panel, that's what that person said. I didn't say that. So if I let y'all come up here, right, and you're like, AK didn't really want to be in that because AK knew that this was going to go this way, and I don't correct, what am I saying?
Attention messy TikTokers. Please follow on Rumble for more messy TikTok news. YouTube will remove this page for community guideline violations after one more strike. The link is in the description.